Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. It's Nikki here and welcome to day one of the 7 days of summer Digi 2021 collab between Dear Julie Julie and Cara Brandon Creations. I am one of their little elves who will be making some fun things using the two stunning kits that they have put out for this challenge. Now, just so you don't miss anything, whether it's on Instagram or YouTube, if you want to find out what we're all getting up to, you need to follow this hashtag. Yes, it's quite a long one, but look, in this day and age, I think finding hashtags that are unique is something that's getting harder and harder. But we're using 7 days of summer, Digi 2021. Okay, so I'll pop that away. Now, I just want to give you a really brief rundown of what I will be doing with these kits. If you have a look at this rather grotty looking thing, this is a recipe book that I started in home ec class. Look, I think I was about 12, which means it's 44 years old. It's falling apart and it's really grotty. I also have this other recipe book, which is a collection of cutouts from magazines. Again, I've had this for a long time and the cover's fallen off. So I have decided, when I saw all these beautiful things and it was all very foodie and summery and wonderful, and it's winter here in Australia and I hate winter. So I'm going to have a go at creating a new recipe junk journal. It'll be a little bit more than just a collection of recipes. I have a few things up my sleeve that I will show you over the next week, but it's time for this thing to go into retirement. So my golden rules for all the journals and things I'm making this year is that I must use things that I have in my stash. Obviously, in this case, I am adding the kits. So as we go through the 7 days, I'll show you how I'm planning on doing all this. But basically, it's going to be a recipe related so we can fix this mess. So I have already fussy cut out both of the kits. Now, this is the Dear Julie Julie one. It's watermelon theme for day one. So there's lots of greens and pinks in all of this. So this is to remind me whose is whose. So we've got watermelons and more watermelons, some cute little ephemera pieces. I love this bit here. It's actually got the word watermelon on it. There is a tag. Now, these are a little dark. I had some interesting fun with my printer, but I have adjusted as much as I can. But that's all of Dear Julie Julie's. And then we have Cara's, which I actually have printed twice. I also did a smaller version. I'm not sure if I need that yet, but the main kit has more watermelons. There's tags, there's little ephemera pieces, there's some words, a little doily, the word summer, and a tiny little red flower. So let's just put these aside. In this case, I'm going to use bits and pieces from both. We'll shimmy them aside. And the very first thing I'm going to make is a large pocket. Now, I have already glued this down. I played with all my measurements so that I knew exactly how big everything needed to be. I've taken a piece of scrapbook paper that I had in my stash, and I thought this light green color was perfect as a background. Now, the plan for this is this will be sort of at the beginning of my journal, and it is a pocket that I can put recipes in when I cut them out of magazines or when I go and visit someone's house and I jot down quickly, you know, the ingredients of something wonderful they made. I can pop those in there, and then when I'm ready, they can move into the actual journal. So all I've done is I folded it in half. I cut it down to the perfect size that I'll be needing for my journal. Chopped out this bit here, you know, as one often does for pockets, and I've simply glued it down the side. So the first thing we're going to do, though, so it can dry. One of the things I want to include in this envelope, in a front pocket, is this handy little chart, pardon me, that was stuck on the broken cover of one of those recipe books. And it's this really handy conversion chart. I don't know how many times I have grabbed that book, and that's probably why it's all broken, and used this chart because it converts things from cups to grams, and of course vice versa. Sometimes you get a recipe that works in cups, and it's how much flour do I have to use when it's 3 cups full, etc. If it's in grams, because we're metric here in Australia, I know how many cups to use. I want this in my journal. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to use this lovely large tag, and I'm going to pop some glue on the back, and then I'm going to stick this recipe conversion thing on the back of it. So that will make this tag very practical, but also very handy. And that way I don't have to keep ruining my book from grabbing it all the time. So what we're going to do is flip this over. I can sort of roughly see where it sits. As long as I get most of it on there, that's fine. Doesn't even matter if it's not perfectly in the center. Oh, but I think that should be okay. So this can just dry for a couple of minutes while we play with the pocket. So the idea of this is I'm simply going to cut this out in a few minutes, and it'll be one of the tags that goes in my journal, and I will have my conversion sheet. But first we need to decorate this a little bit with all these cute things. Now, this is a pocket that I definitely want to use. So what we're going to do though is I want to semi keep the shape and semi change the shape. So I'm going to actually fold these 2 bits in like that, and oh, hang on, we might put that up a tiny bit more. Fold that over, because what I want to do, I want to put that right into the corner there. Okay. So that's the first thing we're going to do. So with some glue, this is my favorite glue I use for everything. It glues fabric, it glues paper, it glues everything. And the nozzle is relatively fine. And what I've learned, if you don't press too hard, you can get a lovely little stream of glue, nice and easily. And what we're doing is we're going to go all the way around the edge, because I want to stick this right down to make my pocket. So we're just going to go to there, lid back down, and we're going to stick that on. And that's our first little pocket. So in this pocket, that's where I'm going to keep, oh, hang on, actually now I've just realized something. I wonder if that's going to be too wide. No, I think we can make that work. If not, oh, well, we're going to find out, aren't we? Anyway, that is that part down. Now, I really want to use this little thing here that says watermelon, but I like that little line too. So we're going to keep that there. And we'll just trim this down. So we're going to have that in there somewhere. The other thing is, I think we might use one of these really cute little ephemera pieces. I think we might pop that one down in that corner there, because I love, oh, do we want that one? Oh, I like this one too. No, actually change of plans. We're going to use this one because it's got the watermelon on it. Let's stick with the watermelon theme for this one. So there we go. We're just going to stick this down in the corner here. There we go. That's that one done. And then I was thinking, what if we could even add this giant watermelon here somewhere, couldn't? Oh, but they're very cute. I don't really want to cover those up. Actually, you know what? I've just had a thought. Can I lift this up? Glue shouldn't be dry yet. Change of plans. We're going to stick this guy in semi behind it. That way I don't have to cover up these pretty melons that are really cute. There we go, that works. And then we'll just re-stick that down. Oh, nice to have a little bit of grace with that. And then I want to add this on here. There we go. I think we might pop that right across the middle there. Okay, so that's the front side of that one. Now, we better see if our little tag's going to fit. Otherwise, I might have to rethink my plan here. And we might have to include this tag on the other side. Because, of course, I'm going to add another pocket to the other side, aren't I? So I like pockets. They're very handy. You can hide things away in them. So, just quickly trim this up. And I will keep these little scraps of lined paper from this photocopy because I'm sure I can put them to good use elsewhere. Now, let's see. Can we make this... Oops, hang on. We need to trim that a little bit more. Okay, just... Oh, look, and there's my handy conversion. Just play with this a little bit so it straightens up and doesn't end up too curly. Now, the question is, will it fit, though? Or is it going to be too tight? Oh, it's, you know what? It's just going to miss out. Oh, well, that's okay. Because you know what we're going to do? We're going to take this thinner one and we might... Just for fun, why don't we, because I think, will this fit on here? Look at that, perfect fit. So we'll shimmy this over. Sometimes you've just got to go with the flow and whatever happens, happens. So seeing this is the way this one will fit, let's do that. Or we can fit that on there. I just want to make these a little bit stronger. I've printed all of my things out on beautiful 100 GSM smooth paper because I love working with it. Because I couldn't decide what to print on cardstock and what not to. And then I thought, well, we don't really have to print on cardstock because we can back everything with lined paper, which gives you journaling space that's easy to write on. Or you can... back it with some of the pretty pieces in the kit if you want to use more of them up. So at least that we know this one will fit. There we go. See, that was easy. And now, might be a bit, there's a bit of a line there, and oh my God, look how grotty those pages are. Oh wow. But we have some journaling space now on the back of that tag. And the other thing I thought I would do is I'm actually going to use this here to make a little tab for the top of these tags. So we'll need 2 of those, 1 for each of them. We're just going to fold this over because I love this sort of adding this extra little pop of pink to my tags. There we go. Whoops, don't drop the stapler. That's not ideal. We'll just line that up, sort of, and I've run out of staples. That's not handy. Well, that's okay. What we'll do is we'll pop a bit of glue down for now, and I will staple it on. When I've finished, I will go and put more staples in, but we can just glue it down lightly for now. There we go. That will work just as nicely. And I'll pop a staple in later. There we go. And so we now have a tag for our first pocket on the front. Oh, that's so cute. Now we'll roll it over. I was playing with this and I realized by sheer fluke that this piece fits perfectly on the back. So we will simply make this another pocket. Just have to make sure I have it the right way round so that I don't accidentally put glue on the top of this, which of course would not be very helpful, but it's all good. Hang on, get rid of that gunk there. This glue, honestly, this tiger glue, I buy it from a discount shop close to home. I think you can buy it in a lot of discount shops in Australia. You might even be able to buy it in Spotlight, but honestly, it is the best glue. It is so tough once it's finished, but it dries really quickly, but you do get a few minutes grace with it, which I find very handy if you want to move things around. But how could I resist making that another pocket when it is the exact size? And I didn't plan that. That was just a sheer fluke. When I sat down with all the little bits and was trying to work out what I was going to use, I went, oh, look at that. Fabulous. So there we go. That's that done. Now, again, I'll give this another little roll just because it is, I want it a little bit straighter. There we go. And of course, we're going to do the same thing and put a little tab on this one. That way they're matching. And I will staple that later on. There we go. And we have our tag done. Now just, all good. It's far enough down, I'm not covering anything up by putting that little tab on there. And there we go. I've got my little conversion card done. Now, I think we could also turn this into another journaling card. No, it won't fit on there, will it? So no, I might leave that because I would like to back it with something striped. It makes it easier to write with, but we can have a play on the front here. I think we should include, no, we might put, what if we did this and then this, oh, hang on, let's use, I like this word watermelon here. I think we should include that. Okay, trimming that down. I cut off this bit by accident when I was fussy cutting because the phone rang. But that's okay. I don't mind if it's not perfect. I'm not going to waste it just because I cut part of it off. So how about we go and pop that on that side. There we go. Line that up right with the edge. And then where'd my little watermelon piece go? Oh, I've lost it. Hang on, is that it? No. Where did my little word go? Who can see my little word? I've lost my watermelon word. Okay, where has it gone? Oh dear. Well, that didn't last very long. How did I manage to lose that already? Well, hang on, we'll pop, oh, wait a minute. No, that's not it, no. I have lost my little watermelon word. Oh dear, where has it gone? Never mind, we're going to pop, we'll definitely put summer on there because that's a perfect match. And I have truly lost my watermelon word. Where is it? No idea. Okay, we will no doubt find that later on. And we will get some more lined paper and back this to give it a bit of weight. And I will have a second journaling card then that I can use on the back. So there we are. That is project for day 1 complete, almost, once I get my stapler and find my lost word. But that was quick, it was easy, and it's a great way to use up some scrap paper. And, oh, I didn't mention, I'm going to be making this journal ring-bound style. Reason being, if I make it a standard journal, I mean, however many pages, I will, of course, eventually run out of space. So I've decided to do it ring-bound, so I will punch holes in this, and then I can simply get bigger rings as it fills up. And that way I can just keep growing it and growing it and growing it and using it all. Using up all the things, and then when seeing how many pages I need for all those recipes, some I will simply cut up and put straight in, others I may type out. I don't know yet. I will play with that as time goes on. But there we are, quick, easy, incredibly cute, and that is day 1 complete. And I will see you tomorrow. Until then, take care. If you are not already a subscriber to my channel, I would love it if you hit the subscribe button. If you're into paper crafting or paper planning, this is the channel for you. I regularly post both of those things, so a little bit of variety. And if you enjoyed this video, I would also like it if you would hit the like button. And to purchase the kits and to find out all the other people that are joining in this challenge, there's plenty of information down in the box. If you have any questions, feel free to put them in the question box and I will happily reply. And until next time, take care. Bye for now.